Hello everyone, and in this video I'll be covering out a detailed breakdown and recap of the previous week, which just closed with yesterday, 13th December 2025. So in this outlook, or in this recap video rather, I'll be covering out the trades that played out in regards to our weekly outlook too, and also to clear up a lot of stuff. Last week I didn't actually trade much, and lots of moves actually happened that we actually missed. But in this video we'll be covering and breaking down everything. So with the weekly outlook, what I was expecting was price to push up towards the premium level here, which you could see that I marked with this rectangle here. And if this premium level fails to push price down lower, then we push up a bit higher into this up here. But notice what happened with the market open. We actually pushed up into this premium level, but price went as extreme as giving that false narrative as though it wants to take this guy higher first before pushing down lower. But price held up this level, and it's brought about some few opportunities that we could have easily been able to take advantage of. And in this video now, we'll be covering and breaking out those possible trades. I won't be going too deep in the entries, but then we'll just cover them to actually see how everything played out. So initially, I was actually expecting price to pick entries from around this region with the market open, and as you can see, it's brought about a beautiful buy trade. But I know you'll be wondering, how did I come about this trade? Let me find down towards 5 minutes. When we go down to 5 minutes now, when we go down to 5 minutes time frame, we tend to notice that with the market open, price actually gapped up. But then already we knew the fact that we're looking for a close. Once we get a close above this level, we could easily pick and locate our discount level to be within this region here, and you could see it here. That's exactly where price came back to with the market open after the gap. So to take this entry, you could easily mark out this particular guy here, after this guy where the change of character happened from. That's like the breakout block, the size, depending on what you trade. But it falls within this red level whereby we had this gap that market open with, and we had this FVG here. There's an FVG here. I think if I should find, let's go back to up 15 minutes. I don't know exactly where I marked it from, but it's, yes, that is it right here. We have this IFG here that price opened above, failed, and came back to pick order. So easy trade. You could easily take your entries from the top of this guy. Already we have the change of character and all, so your trade is valid. It's all of this, and the fact that price was already, we knew that price would be pushing towards the premium level before it gives us any form of sell. So even if you took this trade, you could easily take 50% of your partials already at this point. So I was actually looking to see some kind of reaction. So you could easily take your partials at this point and hold up towards TP, but price didn't actually tap it. But you could easily close with all the negative reactions that started to happen towards the London Open. And what happened was that after this trade played out, when we go back to 15 minutes, when we come back up to 15 minutes, what we tend to notice is that we saw this break of structure here. Price broke structure again to the upside at this level because there was resistance at this point. So this full body close now give us that indication that okay, price actually closed above this resistance level, so we could actually easily look for more buys. But notice what happened. Instead of price to hold this level as if to push up higher, price gave another break of structure here, came back towards the level, was trying to hold it, but next thing we saw was full body close. Who calls this full body close? Is this from within this range here, this high to this point here. So you could easily look for your sell trades from the fact that we have this FVG sitting at this point, and because of how this week rejected from this level, when we mark out 50% of it, you could see that that's actually where price came back to sell off. But if probably you are not so sure, or that price will actually do this, you could easily do this. Let's go back to 5 minutes. When we come back down to 5 minutes, when we come back down to 5 minutes, you could easily mark out from the point of that FVG that we had on the 15 minutes. You could easily take your entries or mark out your entry level within this range here, and you could see how price held that up. And there was even additional confirmation, because after price tapped into the 50%, we saw the whole push down that broke structure, price coming back into the premium again and selling off. And this actually gave us a very, very nice and beautiful sell, which actually ran down well. So that was actually the first two trades that played out beautifully on Monday. But now let's come towards early Tuesday. On Tuesday now, already now we can see this whole break of structure that happened at this point. If we should take our Fibonacci tool again from this high to the break of structure, we tend to notice that our premium level sits within this range, whereby you could see price actually tapping into it. But how can you take this trade? One way you could take this trade is you see this whole level that we used as a bullish POI as a support level to push up higher. Price give a full body close below it now. What you tend to expect is that when price comes back into this level now, most likely price will still use that guy as a way to push down lower. So you could mark that level now as your entry. And the fact that with the way Monday closed, we had this first candle that actually tapped into it. You could easily either take your entry from the start of the support level, or you could mark out this point here where liquidity was, and we get a very tight entry that delivered beautifully to take out Monday's low before we saw this change. And after this price tapped out, taking out Monday's low, how I came about this whole idea of this buy trade was, if we should go down to 5 minutes now, when we come back down to 5 minutes, if you notice what happened here, you tend to see that after price picked up sell trades, after breaking out this support that was formed at this level, price sold off to take out this low. Now notice what happened. Price came back into the premium level now as a way to look for trades to push down lower. But then after coming into it, it started to sell off. But next thing we saw a full body close above this high here. What that intends, or what that indicates, is a change of character. And you could easily take your entries now from this region here. Why am I saying this region? Already we saw this FVG that was here trying to stop price from pushing up higher, but price closed above it too. So this whole level at this whole level here now would have a very high chance, a very high probability that price will actually push up with it. And this is actually one of the entries I actually use on LTF, especially when price is actually running pretty fast, or price is going to run pretty fast. And you could see what happened. Price actually started to buy up aggressively with this particular guy. You could easily take, let's say, 50% of your partials at this high, or you could even take at somewhere like this here, right here. You could easily take somewhere here, and price actually pushed up to target this level that we're trying to target initially to hit TP. And if you actually miss this move as early as the London session, you could even catch, I think there was actually a slight re-entry here with this inversion FVG here, because already we have a break of structure. It closed above this high that was once valid, this high that once took out this low. If we use our FIB tool again, you could see this is all the discount level. So taking this buy with the aid of this inversion would be a very, very good opportunity, and price actually delivered beautifully with it, so additional entries and all. But notice what happened after price hit TP at this point. That was towards late NY. We started to see negativity. There was a negative reaction to the whole stuff, because let's switch up to when we go up to like 30 minutes. You tend to notice that price already came back here. Most buyers were looking for more buy entries from this level to push up higher. But when price started to push up higher, price failed to hold this up to continue pushing, and we saw another break of structure here. And you could easily take your FIB tool again. This is your premium level, and when we've seen the premium level already, when we go down to 15 minutes, let's go down to 15 minutes. Let's go down to 5 minutes. Trying to define an entry here. When we go down to 5 minutes here, you could easily see from the point of the break of structure, you could see the failure swing and all of that, and easily mark out your entry at this point. And we got a very nice trade, a very nice 4-hour trade that actually ran down beautifully. So this happened on, I think this happened early hours of Wednesday. Yeah, early London session on Wednesday, and this Wednesday there was FOMC on Wednesday. So I didn't actually, on my VIP for instance, I attempted the sell trade also, but after that first trade I didn't actually call in trade again due to the fact that we had FOMC coming up. But if you could even get another entry for like early New York before FOMC, to be this sell entry due to the fact that after this sell sank down, hit TP at this point, you are seeing a break of structure here. So your expectation is that price comes back towards the premium level again, and when it comes back into the premium level again, you could actually get more sell to take out this low here, which was the London low, and you could see FOMC actually took that out before starting to push up higher. So after everything that was going on here, there was one thing that you could actually take note of. This whole region had a very strong resistance at this point here. That was why price was finding it very difficult, despite the opportunities that kept on coming. Price was finding it difficult to break it out, and you would know actually it's very, very obvious due to the fact that we had this bullish trend line that price actually broke out of. So anytime price will come back towards the points whereby we broke out, price would sell off due to the fact that it's trying to hold to chase down for more liquidity, trend line liquidity. But anything that will lead to a full body break, a full break out of this, above this resistance level, will indicate that price will switch up for a bullish bias, and that's exactly what happened with FOMC. FOMC actually broke out of this whole level. It broke out of this whole level. You could see it. This was happening at around, let me switch this to 30 minutes so we could actually see. The news was at 8:30, and this was exactly 8:30. Took liquidity, gave full body close above it, and started to use that here to push up higher. And with this break now above, out of this whole level now, what you could do is you could easily take your fib tool now again, taking your fib to here to mark out this whole region. You could see that now your discount level is sitting at this level. So what you should be looking for is you should be looking for the buy continuation, because with this indication now price will most likely chase the previous week high. You could look for your buy continuations within this level here. Where is a sweet place to look for? It's exactly at this last spot that actually failed for the last sales that actually happened, exactly at this point. And when you mark this level out now, you could see that early London again, price actually tapped into it. But before that happened, there was even a sell opportunity that happened at this point. Let's switch to 15 minutes. I actually called this one out, but we got stopped. I called it early Asia session, but we got stopped first, and I actually took a re-entry on my accounts to take price to sell price towards this discount level, and I took my TP at around this spot low. I took my TP around this, but you could see it was actually a very beautiful sell trade, because even though price actually took the trade out before it started on the channel, you could then notice that it was needed for the liquidity to push down lower, because this was actually Wednesday's high. So after price took it out, you could see the whole, I don't want to go down deep, but you could see the whole break of structure here, price coming back into this level and selling off. When we go down to 1 minute, you could even see the whole CS as the change service is at that point, and price actually used that level to sell off towards the discount. And after this thing happened here, this was a tricky. I didn't like what actually played out here completely. I didn't like it, because when we look at what happened here, we had the break of structure already, indicating that price is actually going to push up higher, and I called this trade, but I did not close my stop below this low here. So this move that actually came back, it actually took the trade out. But after it took the trade out, if the ideal place that the stop is meant to be is below this low here, right here, because already our discount level is sitting within this range here. So all your expectation is that price is going to fall back within this discount level before it pushes up higher, and you could see it actually held up very, very beautifully. Gave another break, another discount level here, reclaiming this. There was the break of structure here, and this level was where you could actually be looking for more buys, but price actually fell below it, try to use it as a way to sell off, but then now we're getting full body close above it. So most likely, if this level now will sit within our discount level, it will be a solid level, and you could see it was sitting within it and held up, gave very nice runs, till the close of the day. So now with Friday's open now, what happened on Friday was I dropped an outlook on my channels on Telegram. I was expecting price to fall back down towards, let's say, 4234, this region here, 4242 levels before we push up higher. That's because these levels are like the more is where the discount is sitting at, and it's actually where our whole HTF discount is also sitting at. I was expecting it to fall back down. I expected probably with Asian session it might sell off, but you tend to notice what happened when price opened. Already we had the bearish level here because of this break of structure. The expectation would be price would fall into this level and use that way to retrace down lower, and you could see what happened. It actually happened, tapped into it, I started to sell off, but it kept on holding. That nothing really happened down as low as, let's say, London open. And already you could see that after this break of structure, price tapped into the premium level, sold off, give another break of structure, entries for it to sell off. But guess what? Price bought up, closed above this high that once took out this low. What is it indicating? It's indicating a very obvious change of character. But the easy way to take this trade, I know most buyers now will be aiming their buys around this level here. It will be valid because your stop will be at this point, but price got as low as this. The next thing we saw was a break above this high, and if you would even actually get this entry in any way, it's actually waiting for this breakout, entering with this move that came towards closing above this high, because already from what happened here, all indication is price will not actually held back down to sell off, and it gave a very beautiful run on Friday. But then after that beautiful run, what we tend to notice is price started to sell off aggressively, got as close as this entry that I was talking about, because this level is very valid. But after it got as low as that, we got the whole retracement. So with all of this, what I actually expect is, with the market open, I actually expect something like this, price buying towards 4333, and from that level probably falling back down towards the whole our discount level that I spoke about earlier. And when we get down as low as this, then probably we get a good push up. That's actually what I'm expecting. But it's very possible that if price fails to sell off from this point, most likely it may break out and keep on pushing up higher. So just keep on pushing up higher. If it fails to do that, keep on pushing up higher. But what I expect to see is actually this. So stay active. I'll be calling lots of trades on my channels this week, and let's make the best out of the week. If you're yet to take advantage of the 20% discount I'm actually offering at this moment, feel like this is your opportunity to actually lock in, because next year we'll be having new rates and all, and we'll be having new ways to approach the market and everything. So I love you all, and let's have a great week. So thank you for watching.